Hello everyone, and welcome to week 6 of WordPress and module 13 of the course. This week we're going to learn about customizing a block theme, creating a header and footer template, and theme templates. I'm going to do a general overview of the reading so you know what you're doing, but there aren't any assigned tasks this week. We're going to start with customizing your block theme, or full site editing as the textbook calls it. To access the full site editor, you want to hover over Appearance and click Editor. Your page will look different than mine if you used a different theme, but you should still have all of these tools on the side. The first thing you'll look at is templates. And when you click on it, you'll notice different page templates you can add to your site, as well as some templates that were made specifically for your theme. Next, you have patterns. And when you click on it, you'll see a bunch of different template parts on the side. Now you'll notice most of them are locked, but later in the reading we'll learn about how to use them. For now, we just want to look at the header and footer. When you click on header, and then you click on the header box, it takes you to the block editor. From here, you can customize your header however you want, and then it should automatically save, and when you're finished, you can just go back to the previous page. And you can do the same for your footer. The book then briefly talks about applying global styles, but we're going to skip that and wait until next week to learn about them. For now, just note that you can access them by clicking on styles. And if you do explore these different elements, there are a lot of features you can't access with a free plan. The next section talks about creating a custom page layout. To do so, you want to click on Templates. And then on the top right, click Add Template. You're given the option to add one of these new templates to your site, and you'll be able to edit it in your block editor. You're also able to change your navigation. I only have 2 pages on my site, but all of your pages will show up on your navigation menu. From here, you can click on these 3 dots and click Edit. This will open up the block editor. If you want to manually create your navigation menu, the textbook gives you the steps to do so by clicking on these 3 lines, which gives you the document overview. And then you can click Navigation, Page List, and you can click on any of the pages you've created. You'll get this pop-up, which will allow you to edit your navigation, but any new pages you create won't automatically be added to the navigation menu like they were before. The next section of the textbook goes into editing your pages, which is something we've already learned, so we're going to skip over that. And the section after that goes deeper into patterns. You'll be able to access all of these patterns by clicking on these 3 dots and hitting Duplicate. Now you can find the duplicated patterns in the My Patterns folder, and you'll be able to edit them. The textbook then goes into creating a header template. If I scroll down and click Headers, I see all the different patterns I can duplicate and then edit. But I can also create a custom header by clicking Add Pattern. I just have to name it and click Header under Categories. It brings me to the block editor where I can customize my header with different blocks. You can also assign different headers to different pages through the templates section of the full site editor and add social media links to your editor. You can do so by adding a new block, typing social, and adding social icons. I'll add Facebook and Twitter. And when I click on them, it lets me add a link to the social media profile that I want to add. And it's the same steps to add and customize a footer for your site. The textbook just explains how to change the styles, add navigation, and assign the footer to a specific template. The last section of the reading is about theme templates. You can go into this templates section of the full site editor, and it'll show you all of your theme templates. You can open any of them into the block editor and change them how you want. Once you save those changes, any page or post that uses that template will also change. It works kind of like a bulk editor that will affect a bunch of things at once. You can read all about the different templates that WordPress has to offer in your textbook. Some of the templates you'll have in your full site editor, some of them you won't, but it's just good to know what they all are and when it's good to use them. And that's it for this week. As always, look over your assignment sheets, complete the questions and discussion board, and email me if you have any questions.